Hello, welcome. I just wanted to go over a video I made yesterday about my DNA results because I didn't want to offend any nationality. The thing is my parents had lied. So I grew up, as we all do, with a certain kind of like identity, with a bit of culture, and I was reborn in a way yesterday because I grew up believing, I was told by both parents, I had a lot of Jewish blood and I had a lot of German blood. Well, it all came undone with my DNA results because you couldn't get more British if you tried. In fact, when the Vikings made the, plunderage, whatever, my family was hardly affected. That's how strongly British I am, because only 12%. And so-called, if I had German blood, it would come in higher than 3% Germanic Europe. Germanic Europe could be anywhere. Germanic people had a vast area covering Poland, covering parts of Germany, covering, Prussia. So if I'm German, the blood is so diluted and there was absolutely nothing Jewish. The big shock for me was 30% Scottish. So I felt like when you're told these stories, even my grandparents told me these stories, why do families embellish stuff to make them, what's wrong with being Scottish? Were they the bad side of the family? I don't know. Anyway, I continued to work my way down the list of names, second and third cousin, and it seems that my great-grandmother side was huge on both sides of my paternal side. So I have huge families in anyone related to Spencers or Freeman. Spencer or Freeman came from great-grandmothers on my paternal side. And the rest of the names are just dying out. And as I shared with you, I had 5 paternal cousins. Maternal, my mother's brother and sister had no children. So really, it was a very small family. My own family had 3 sisters. So, and also I had a couple of cousins that died. So we weren't a big family. So, and I'm a girl, obviously, and my 2 sisters. So the family name died with us, and with my paternal cousins, there was only one male cousin, but he was born to a female. So that name never went on either. So it just completely died out with my generation. So I just wanted to clarify if I'd hurt people's thoughts, feelings, It was just that I identified as being these things, and I'm not. And I'm partly hurt because I was lied to, and I'm shocked because to be 30% Scottish, one or both parents, that's a lot of Scottish on their side. And it would have been interesting for me to have got my parents' DNA and found out where that came from. But, like my mother told me, on my mother's side, so this is my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, that a German count who was Jewish, came to England at the turn of the century. That's a big lie. And I was also told that the Parsons side on my paternal side were Jewish. Another big lie. Because if they was Jewish, I would have at least a smidgen, but I have nothing. And I know, we don't get hung up in races like I'm Chinese, because really I'm Australian now. I live in Australia, identified Australia, but really I identified that I belong to the world, that we're all worldly, we're all human, we should go wherever we like. It's just, I'm shocked that people have to lie. And that's so, I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, and this is why I'm making a second video to say I'm really sorry, but I was told these things and they're just lies. And I also want to share something where my head is at today. Last night I dreamt of poor Rob, my husband. Now if you know anything about me and have been following my videos for a long time, you know that when I first started 2020 uploading, that I was off my face and my husband was dying, drug use, and I relived him dying last night through the hospital. But I have been clean for over 18 months, and I suppose I could properly grieve, because how can you grieve if you're still off your face? So a bit of sadness, also a bit of sadness, because today in Australia is the day that everybody stops. It's Melbourne Cup Day, and my husband Rob and I used to splurge out. Well, most of my husbands and I splurged out, and today I don't. So that's another sad thing. So that's where I'm up to, guys. I will try to be back as soon as possible with a more interesting topic, but I just wanted to say sorry. Love you guys. Bye.